So first off, I want to say thank you to everyone that has been so supportive so far ever since I started my YouTube channel. Like, you guys are the best. Like, when somebody is just giving you vibe, like left, right, center, like, God. Like, this girl is grateful. Okay, so I promised to answer people's questions about my last video. If you haven't watched it yet, what's he do here? Okay, go and watch it. Okay, so I had people asking me questions and I said I was going to answer them here. The questions were a lot and I may not be able to answer every one of them, but the ones I can answer here, I will. Anyone that I cannot answer, don't worry, I will come into your DM. Okay, so just do this quickly. Did your parents get to know about it? When did you tell them? And how did that go? Okay, so but I was just scared. Like, I was concerned about what their reaction would be. I didn't want any drama. But in the long run, I got to tell my mom. But I told her like years later. And she was not happy. She wasn't happy that I had to deal with that by myself. So she was very supportive. She was there. She tried to make sure that I was fine. And I wasn't going through any, mental hiccups. So I think it went well. It went very, very well. Like, better than I expected that it would be. And I wish that I had told my parents earlier because so yes, my parents got to know about it, but it was much later, much later, and it was great. Do you think you're still affected by the incident? I think I already answered this question. No, I am not in any way affected by whatever happened. Is it possible to not have mental images of the incident ever again? Okay, for this, it depends on, the person. But personally, I can 100% say that it is possible to get over the result and the consequences of what happened. But as for not ever remembering it, I don't think that is possible. But what matters most is that the trauma associated with the incident is dealt with. Okay, so for these sort of things, so a professional help would help you through it. Okay, thank you. Do you sometimes feel like it was your fault? No. I believe that everybody's responsible for their actions, and I think one of the reasons why lots of ladies in Africa are not able to freely come out and say these things is because of these sort of questions. Questions that would make the victim start questioning herself, to make him or her feel like it was his fault, it was her fault. I mean, there's already a lot to deal with, the plenty effects of going through that. To now add, is it my fault? Was it my fault? If I did not do this, that. Please, is it okay to let your partner know if you've been raped before? I'm an advocate for, being an open book to your partner. But the question should first be, who is your partner? How is your partner? Is your partner mature mentally, spiritually, emotionally? If the person is, and in fact, I'm hoping that you're with someone that is mature, because it's always better to lay it all out. It's better that your partner knows about it. But generally, I think partners should be able partners should be able to open up to their partners. Spouses should be able to open up to their partners about their incident, and so long as your partner would not make you feel worse. Because I feel like when victim blaming and shaming and wrong negative responses come from loved ones, it's more hurting than when it is some random stranger trying to be wonderful. Especially when the person, maybe you guys would have something maybe you have an issue totally different from, it does not even relate to sexual assault or whatever, then the person will now find a way to meander it into the conversation and be like, oh, are you sure you have dealt with this thing? Oh, are you sure? Rubbish. Please. Yes, I would advise that if you have a partner, a serious partner that really loves you, that understands you, and wants to spend forever with you, it is only fair that you open up to your partner. And I hope for partners out there, when your spouse opens up to you, please, please, please deal with it maturely. And ideally, how long does it take for a person that has been sexually assaulted to get healed? It varies. First off, how are you dealing with the issue? How are you dealing with the assault or whatever happened to you? That will determine how long it would take for you to be able to deal with it. If you're not talking to anybody, it may take a very long. I really can't tell you that it should take 6 months. It should take, no. Different people, different processes, but never try to jump the process. That's what's most important. Okay. Do you feel differently now that you've come public about this, knowing that some people may see you differently? No, I don't. I don't. I like I said earlier on, I believe that our stories makes us stronger. Okay, so anybody that wants to see me differently, I am treasure. I haven't changed. This has made me stronger and better, and put me in a place where I can help people. So no, I don't feel differently. Okay, I think I would just take like the last question. How were you able to heal properly from it all? Okay. Okay. So, I would say in my time, like in my time, it would sound like I was born in the 80s. Okay. What I meant to say was, when I was dealing with this, I didn't know anything about mental health. I didn't know anything about, going to see a therapist and all of that. I didn't know what I know now. All I had, and I had just gotten born again. I had just given my life to Christ. So all I had was the Lord. And as to some people that might be watching this, you might feel like, why are you bringing to the things over here? Why are you bringing Jesus here? See, like it or not, the Lord is able to save. He's able to save from any and everything. Sexual assault is not excluded from whatever he can do with you. He can help you. He helped me. Yes, so it was actually my walk with the Lord that helped me. Initially, it was difficult. It was difficult because I was trying to do it alone. I was telling myself, oh, I can get over it. I'll be fine. Until one night, I saw myself contemplating suicide. And then it hit me. I actually cannot do this on my own. There and then, the Lord assured me of his love for me. The Lord assured me that this wasn't going to be my story. And that was the beginning of my amazing time with the Lord. Many times when I would, there are times where I was depressed. This is true life story. I think I've shared it to people that are close to me. There are many times that I would feel very depressed, and I would hear him say jokes to me that would make me laugh. There were times where I would feel alone, and I would just feel someone touching me and reassuring me of the times where I was beginning to have suicidal thoughts. It was the assurance of his love that kept me through. It was knowing that, see, this man, wasn't saying. In my walk with the Lord, he showed me that I'm his righteousness. He showed me that in him I can do all things. He showed me that I have the mind of Christ. He showed me that I am bold. I could be as bold as a lion. I mean, I would read stories of the apostles in the Bible, and I saw how Jesus Christ took men, someone like Peter, that was obviously aggressive and whatnot, that was an illiterate. He was a fisherman. And the Lord took a man like that and changed him. Or a man like Paul. A man like Paul. This guy was a murderer. This guy was a killer. He was like, the zeal that he had for killing was so much that he was the one going to beg for permission. See, give me permission. Let me go and kill these guys. As bad as he was, and he knew that he was bad, the Lord could use him. The Lord could transform him. It was in my walk with the Lord that I got to see and understand that I'm not a sexual object. No, I am the beloved of the Lord. I am his righteousness. Because of me, he came down to die for my sins. He loves me unconditionally. That was like, that blew my mind. That really, I'm like, so I'm not a failure. So I'm not a sexual object. So he loves me. And if God loves me irrespective of what I felt, who am I to think otherwise? The assurance of his love gave me victory over my mind. And over time, I became fine. Yes, that is why it is amazing to be born again. See, if you are not a born again, see, whatever it is that you are, being a born again is the ultimate. Being a born again is the one thing that I can assure you that if you are, would help you through whatever it is that you're going through. Cling and hold on to the Lord. See, we're in a time where being a born again is no longer old school. There's nothing to be ashamed about being a born again. I am proudly a believer. Yes, and it was my walk with the Lord that helped me. And it is in knowing the Lord that you truly get to know you. Because the world will tell you what you're not. The world will tell you, that you're your mistake. The world will tell you that you have to be affected by your past. The world will tell you that you need to still be having trauma issues. And the world will tell you many things that you're not. Even you will tell yourself many things that you're not. But the word of God will tell you who you are in him, and that is the truth. The truth is not changed by your experience. The truth is not changed by what people say. The truth is the truth. He took away my past. My past is gone. I am a new man in him. Yes, I became new in him. If you're born again, you're new in him. You're whole. You're not your experience. So whatever it is that happened to you, drop it and let it go. Pick up what the Lord has said about you. That's what got me healed. I don't want to preach plenty, because if you let me, I will. If you've been sexually assaulted, if you've been sexually abused, if you've been raped, do not feel alone. You're not alone. The Lord wants to help you. The Lord wants to show you that you're more than a conqueror. You are more than a conqueror. You can overcome. You have overcome in him. Yes, you have. Whatever it is you think you may be going through, his word is life. It is quick and powerful. It is mighty to save. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. I trust that this has been very helpful to you. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know if this was great. Let me know what you think about this video. I'll see you in my next video.